Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. This morning we did around about 5 hours of recordings, and when we logged back in to carry on with those recordings, the game hadn't saved them. So that's probably because I didn't do save game before logging out. So we're going to have to carry on from where we are now, and we did find a nuclear reactor. We did find some bits and pieces to get the Cyclops done, but you know, it's just one of those annoying things that sometimes that we make mistakes. But when we went and picked up our little sea moth, because we got killed last time, we know that there was a island. There is actually 2 islands. Okay, you've got an island over here, which is one over there, and you've got an island over here, which is the floater island, which is the one that we've been looking for. So I actually kind of cheated. I googled it because I could not find it. I could not find the equipment to find it, so I do now know how to find it. So there's 2 ways apparently into this place. And that is underneath apparently. Apparently there is a way to get into Floater Island on the middle. So here it goes. Or on one of the beaches, but I can't see that being enough. That's just, what's the name? So now apparently the only way that you can find this at the moment is buy some equipment, but we ain't got that equipment. So I'm going to tell you how we found it. If you go from your base, anywhere from your base, wherever you decide to do your base, and go southwest. Okay, that is where the island is. It's southwest. Now you're trying to find a beach. It says you can go in from the middle, but I've never been able to find that way in. But I do know that there is a beach around. And I know that there is one beach. There we go, here it is. And believe you me, it is not easy to get onto. Okay. So we're going to exit our bit here. Like I said, it's not easy. The reason I think it's not easy is because there's an awful lot of goodies on it. Just got to try and find the right little bit of ledge. Come on, let me up, let me up, let me up.
Calorie intake recommended.
Oh, I can get that. Just so annoying that is. You just can't get on it. So I think that is the only beach that there is. There might be another one. Hopefully there is. I would hate to go back empty-handed. Hi, course guy. And that is the only beach. Come on. Come on. Damn it. Gotcha. Okay, so you can get on it. Okay, so you've just got to remember that that's what I was looking for.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Right, so now that we've found it, we can do a lot of work here. Don't even know what's in the encyclopedia. Right, so the first thing that we want to be doing is getting up to the top, and as you can see it's night time and I don't have a torch. Well, we have a torch now, but now got to find out where we're going in the dark. I know there's two paths. Right, so this is the beach that we got on. So this is the path that we're going to be following. We've got some I think it sort of goes this way. So difficult in the dark.
Warning. Blood loss detected.
Damn it. So you can't eat the same plant. there's one over there, and that's what we're trying to aiming for. Right, so we can get rid of that now. I think we'll have much more look. See, we've been all the way around here. Well, it's very good in the way that they've done this, that made it difficult to get the pass, but I have done this before, and this is what is annoying, that I do know that the paths, if you find the right paths, take you directly to the labs. That was bloody quick. That must have been flipping cloud.
Caution, calorie deficiency detected.
Come on. Right, we're here. And we have got fruit. Trust me, this fruit is gorgeous.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Right, lantern tree. Right, now this one is the indoor grey bed. Yeah.
New blueprint acquired.
And don't forget to do the observatory fragment as well.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, so can't see what's in there because the container is playing up a bit. I think it's just water, to be honest. Yeah, so that's the indoor one, which is all well and good, but we don't really want the indoor one, we want the outdoor one, so we've got to go over to that observatory over there. Now, like I said, there's actually 3 on the island. Yeah, there's that one down there. Now that has got crabs around it, so you've got to kind of be careful. So we're going to try and go slightly over this way. And then once you've done that, you don't really have to come back to the island unless you want to get some of the shrubs. There's not much more on it. But it is a very fascinating island. Because you can take an awesome picture of the back end of the ship there, look. This is a speckled rattler. Okay, so not too sure if that does it. Stuff like that. I mean, they're small. I don't mind picking them up. Vauxhall Strub. Now you can't pick that one, but you should be able to take a few seeds. Yeah. And so we carry on with the climb up to the top. And this is where we are now inside. What's this one? Pick up Chinese potato. I don't want to pick it up yet, I want to scan it. Okay. There's loads of food here now. PDA. That wasn't as good as what it was last time. Check the blueprints. Yeah. Okay. So now, oh, what was that? Spotlight. Whoa. Okay, spotlight.
New blueprint acquired.
So now we want this one that's in the middle. Okay, so you kind of can get down to it quite easily. Like I said, this one is a little bit more dangerous because it has, or it did have, crabs around it. Okay.
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah, living wall.
New blueprint acquired.
Battery, might as well take that. I think that's it. In here, I don't think there's anything else. Right, so we constructed a habitat using materials reclaimed from the ship. We survived by cultivating indigenous flora. The blockchain mystery imprint I commissioned for my son has already paid for itself. He has grown enough food to last us for a month. Now I fear for our safety, and mercenary are hired for the journey. Margaret Media is increasingly disturbed. She insists we abandon the site and establish a habitat underwater. I fear she may take steps to sabotage our habitat, here to enforce her own agenda nevertheless, and I, against her better judgment, I have requested to assist her. I hope she will quickly realise how unforgiving the ocean is and abandon this foolish ambition. Night time approaches. Right, so we got any more of the PDAs? So I picked up 2 PDAs, but none of these seem to have worked. So we've got some bits and pieces, we've got some stuff. I'm going to be having the torch on. You know what? Tally ho! Swim tour. And there she is.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Right, so we can always come back here, we know where she is now. So we're now going to go back to our little island. Like I said, there is actually 2 islands, and we found the other one, I think it was to the south. Oh, I don't know why we got high encoding again. Right, so we're back at our base, and like I said, 5 hours was kind of wasted. Okay, so I'm going to escape now, and we can take out these. Okay, so goes there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Now currently we have the bioreactors. Now we're going to have the bioreactors here. Now we've got voxel shrub, and we only want one of those, and the rest, I don't know what these are. Mining plant, Jaffa cup, old Chinese potato. Yeah, but it's annoying, but like I said, you know, mistakes happen. So we've actually now got bonus for 4 batteries. So the thing that we've got with this now, hopefully, is one of the items I wanted. And that indoor, exterior, and that is this one to use outside. Okay, so we now have to decide where we're going to place them, because they're quite nice here, and I do want to use these ones for seaweed. So we need to go and get our resources. Right, okay. So there we go. Door grey bread, exterior. Right, so now that I've got that, I need to get some of these seeds, which I do need to be careful about. Inventory full. Right, okay. So I've got 2 growing. Now, I'm not too sure,
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
but we did find out that if you don't have the right height for the seaweed, i.e. where am I going? We were always wondering why in the tank we couldn't get rid of the seaweed, okay? And that is simply because it's too small, okay? You need 2 tanks to grow that seaweed. So that's what we're going to go and be doing. I believe it's on this one here. which is the habitat control. Okay, no, it's not that one, sorry. That's it, multi-purpose room. Piece of glass just to enter it. It don't take too long to do. I think I have a piece of glass somewhere. Oh, we've got 2 creeper vines here, so that's good. So I'm going to put those away for the time being. I'll be able to put those in there. Put those there. So we'll go and make a piece of glass, because you're going to be reusing the glass anyway. Right. So we just want 2 more creeper seeds. There you go. I'm just going to pause it there a minute. I think I know what's causing the high encoding. At least that's all it did. Okay, move that over the screen there. Okay, so we've now got all of these, and that should be enough for us, to be honest. They should grow quite tall. If not, we can just destroy them. Other exterior plants that we have got. We lost. Okay, so we lost all of those. So a bit annoying, but yeah, okay. So what we were doing was we were excavating this. Now, because now I have got the exterior plant pot.
Caution, dehydration detected.
Right, I can just add 1 each of these. Okay, I can catch me fish. Right, and now I can take off this hat. This I can take out this tank. Okay.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Right, so we can put brain in there. Blue palm seed. So we've got all of those in there. So that's quite good for us now. So they'll come up, because I do want to collect the plants and fauna, because it'll show you guys and girls what you can actually achieve. So we've now got the interior to this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Right, and then what we're doing on this is putting the tank. And you can see that they all start to swim up. Okay, and what happens now is, if we go into the tank, you can see that the creeper vines are now growing. Okay, because they've got the room. You only get so many percentage. They actually do grow to 100%. You can see them growing quite quickly in the tub. So on. I need to put our friends here. In this tank here. Now also we've got this. Did I get red wart seed? No. Red wart seed. Spore sack. I think that's it. Right, okay. So I've got all those coming on. You can see that they're coming on there. And these are growing at 50% already. So it's really good. Now, the next thing that we've got to do is basically food. We can do a bit of food somewhere. I just don't know where I took that tank out. Right, okay, I took the tank out here. So what we're going to be doing for this one is we're going to be doing appliances. This is interior door grow bed. Not really one that I would normally have, but with the seeds I've got, yeah, it's just easier to do. Get those, that pink cap. I don't think I picked up that tree seed. Oh, did I? Rotten cheese potato, Jaffa, mining plant. No, don't think I did. Bummer. I'm gonna have to go back to that. Right, so we're gonna put the 3 big ones in here. Now this, okay, gives us food. This doesn't. This doesn't. But we're still gonna put them in there. And Vauxhall shrub. Don't know. That gives us food. That doesn't. That doesn't. So we'll leave that as is. And then what we'll do is on this side we'll build another habitat. I'm going to get 2 titanium. Yeah, and we'll put that one in because that's going to grow for us and we can have that as a whole load of food. Okay, so you can see that these are growing. Now while we're here, we've got about 5 minutes left, so I've got to sort out the high encoding, but I want to look at the databank because we've collected an awful lot of stuff. And so the alien life form, we've got coral, so we've got pumpkin brain here. I don't know how we get the pictures or anything like that. And tree mushrooms, yeah, so they're the 2 on there. Fauna, carnivorous, biter, yeah, pain in the ass they are. Bone shark, we've not got any of those. Herbivores, air sac, boomerang, Gary fish. Hoverfish, all these are edible. Jellyfish, that's a new one. You know, it's, I don't think that attacks us. Rabbit ray, spadefish. Best food out there, by the way, guys and girls, is that if you get that, put them in a tank, breed them, and you'll never run out of food. Okay. Scavengers and parasites, cave crawler, yeah, come across those, annoying. Floater, can't do anything with a floater. And it says a dominant life form. Structural analysis reveals that this entity is made up of 2 separate species. The pink main body and the inner jaws are the dominant creature. Okay, Shuttlebug, yeah, you know. Flora, acid mushroom. Okay, we've found that there's actually a recipe for that. Blue palm, bauby tree, good food source for water. Cave bush, didn't get that one. Chinese potato, we just got that one. Edible staple, so that's good. Creeper vine, eye stalk, fern, grub, Jaffa. So you can see that that's the one that we didn't get, was the lantern tree. Okay, so you get that lantern tree and the other one, the bauby tree. End of game for food. Okay, because they're the 2 best. This one, it's a good one. High water content. mining plant, a hardy specimen which grows on land. The vase-like trunk protects the root system from predation and self-repairs over time, explaining the characteristic cracks on the side. Pink cap, inedible, red wart, rough cradle, speckled spore, tiger, vine nettle, violet shrub. Then there's violet shrub, withering weed. So you can see that, yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff there just to go and find on alien life forms. So data downloads, survivors, search and rescue. This actually tells you, you know, a bit about the story. Beats. I messed up real bad this time. It has been 2 days since what happened. We never should have left this island. I shouldn't have listened to them. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They don't want us down there. They don't trust us. I knew it and I didn't say. I could see it and they couldn't, and now they are stuck down there and I'm up here alone. I deserve this. Okay. Legacy voice log. Margaret, it won't work, Chief. We salvaged enough scrap from the Legacy for what? A couple of observatories? It'll be enough. It's going on about them. That Pearl wants to stay on the island, whereas Margaret wants to build in the sea. Another log. This is Pearl's. We have constructed a habitat using materials reclaimed from the ship. We survived by cultivating indigenous flora. The biochemistry imprint I commissioned for my son has already paid for itself. It's growing enough food to last a month. Okay, and that is the ambitions there. So, okay, not too bad. Operation logs. Aurora long distance vessel overview. 3-year operation. Crew command 23, engineering team 85, support crew 40, passengers 9. Standard 2 berths, energy light pod. Structural analysis, scattered wreckage. Okay. Planetary geology. So this is what I think that we've found. Basalt outcrops, limestone outcrops, sandstone outcrops. Okay, so basalt is gold, diamond and uranium. Limestone is titanium and copper. Sandstone is silver and gold. Technical equipment. So all environment protection suit, that's gonna look good. Habitats. So we found quite a lot of habitats. Power, we've only found a bioreactor. Vehicles, Cyclops, Sea Glide and Sea Moth. And then the welcome readme. Okay, and that's it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen, because we've slightly gone over, but we'll be back with another episode later on this evening when we go and get some bits and pieces. You can see that we've already got some growth here. and they're going there. So have fun, stay safe. Bye for now.